Beam v. Honeycutt. Vols and heels, and away we go. It's an offense that is 12th in the country in runs per game, and the guy we talked about, Berkey, Vance Honeycutt, leads off. Drew Beam to the bump, the junior right-hander, a Tennessee native, top 50 on our MLB draft board. On the edge at 96, and that looks good out of the gates from Drew Beam.
It just seems like Honeycutt's looking curveball right here.
Counter for Carolina. Swing and a miss. 95 from Drew Beam. Locked in to start.
Fastball heavy, Berkey. Just one breaking ball to start. The outcome's been the same on the first two hitter.
Number 1 pick, Charlie Condon. On the ground sharply at second, and Christian Moore can defend as well, but Burke was off the bag. Harbor's on.
He was definitely off at some point. Was he on when he caught it? Did he get back before Harbor got there? There was definitely a period of time as you see Moore slip.
Overturned to out.
15 start of the year for the left-hander. Second team All-ACC. Fills up the zone. Walks less than 2 per 9 innings.
The number 1 team for the second time in 3 years. And in Omaha for the 3rd time in 4 years.
Of the postseason at 117 miles an hour.
Sharply on the ground. Wilkerson from his knees. Whoa. 115 off the bat.
When the ball's hit 115, watch Wilkerson. This ball is a step to his right. Crossover dive, and just play catch from your knees. Like, no big deal.
And the junior first baseman, Blake Burke. Bottom of the 9th. Sprague's 1-2.
He's not afraid to throw fastball in.
2-2. 3-2. 9th pitch is cut on and missed. Pretty good changeup, and 4 in a row from Shea Sprague.
So he will throw it left on left, it would appear. And not only will he throw it, he'll throw it 4 straight times.
And Amick went around. 0-2. And D'Onofrio lifts it to center. Hunter Ensley bolts back on the move. Whoa! And makes the catch! Somehow hung on.
We're just not used to seeing it carry to center field like that. And I think Ensley was thinking the same thing when he started. Then he had to put the Jets on, Berkey.
Yes, wasn't a great jump. And then it wasn't top gear. And then it was like, oh, goodness, I got to go.
Allowed first out, and now
boring.
On the ground gently at Christian Moore. That's down, and the leadoff walk to Dylan Dreiling. Florida State stayed alive. Got a gem from Carson Dorsey and knocked out Virginia. This is pulled to Gavin Gallagher. Tried to turn it into 2 on Dreiling. 1-1. On the ground, up the middle, and Wilkerson in the shift. Dean Curley, true freshman shortstop.
Out.
Here looks like a change.
Anthony D'Onofrio ends the inning. Scoreless to the 3rd. Drew Beam's only needed 16 pitches. Stepping into the starting lineup today to pop out. Up the middle. And Dean Curley.
I've influenced Kyle in that.
Swing and a miss.
Told you
95 from Drew Beam.
How about a perfect 3 to start for Drew Beam? Ends it with that fastball.
Swing and a miss. Shea Sprague is dealing as well his first time through.
I like the aggressiveness, too.
Christian Moore. Advance Honeycutt. The stars for the ACC's regular season champ in North Carolina and the SEC's co-regular season champion in track and field at Carolina. Honeycutt can bunt, but it's right back at Drew Beam. Now that is good math. Swing and a miss.
Just went north.
A 4th strikeout for Drew Beam.
I understand the idea of, hey, we got to go up there and work the count. But if he's literally thrown 2 balls in almost 4 innings.
We've been super aggressive. How's that going?
Parks Harbor floats one behind second and dunks it down a base hit. Now Anthony D'Onofrio. 12th trip overall. This year has climbed a bit into the mid-4s. The SEC pitchers. Runner goes, and it's cut on and missed. And Drew Beam exults, pumping 95 by Anthony D'Onofrio.
Maybe he can run it up there out of the stretch.
Jake Knapp and Folger Boaz up the ladder, and this is dumped into left field by Blake Burke. Tennessee's first hit off of Shea Sprague.
It makes you so mad when you're standing on the mound. Chariots of fire.
Strike 3 called. Billy Amick goes down looking at a pitch up. Walked his first time.
Yes.
1-2, 2-2.
That we didn't make a bigger deal about you.
On both sides, that's true. 3-2 is high.
Their best opportunity here.
2-1. Pitches backwards. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Came back foot to strike out Ensley for out number 2.
Had not shown him that one. This is a big old sweeper right here. You talk about going to a pitch when you need it.
Tony had told me it was my dream just to build a successful program like my father did. 3 years right here in Omaha. In the last 4, I could say you did that, Tony.
Tears ropes one into right. Back toward the wall. Gone! Happy Father's Day.
Well, you could tell throughout the inning this Tennessee offense much more comfortable the second time through. And a 3 spot here in the 4th. And you know Pops is fired up for that one.
Roger loves it. 3-2. And that is strike 3 called. A new center fielder, Colby Backus. 1 earned in 5 2/3. Issues a 1-out walk. 1-2. 3-2 is high and he walks. More balls than strikes this inning. Beams 0-2 over. Nubs this one up the line at 3rd and foul. Beam to Madera. Is 1-2. Comes up and in. 2-2 is strike 3 called. 2 gone. 13 in the 4th. And a strikeout to end the 5th.
Paul Skeens' brother is in the house. Ralph Skeens.
I didn't know if there was a marriage for Paul just yet.
Yeah, that's Ralph.
So, like Tony said, once the adrenaline wore off, you felt it.
Reese Chapman obliterates that baseball. 4-zip.
Reese Chapman being in the lineup is called a head coach playing a hunch. How about 1 for 14 with 8 strikeouts in the postseason up to that point? Left on left. Tennessee stretching out with Drew Beam looking awful good right now with a 4-run lead.
We're being told there is an umpire change happening. Swing and a miss. That is off the end of the bat to right, if you'll grant me that.
Yeah, that was 78.
Okay. Honeycutt can cover some ground. Waiting. Runner goes. It's down and got away from Stevenson. Or thought about 3rd. Stops there. At Anthony D'Onofrio. Gosh, that is beautiful.
Smiles all the time, too.
In bracket 1. 33 minutes ago. 1-2. Honeycutt pulls it. Left field. No doubt for Vance Honeycutt.
What happens to cutters that don't cut?
Upper tank, especially when that dude's up to bat. You talk about a much needed momentum swing right there, and Vance Honeycutt stays red hot.
Bobby, who played for the Tar Heels, and again came here to Omaha, as Chris said, and now son Vance carrying on the legacy.
Dreiling barely gave that a courtesy job.
And now Casey Cook smacks one into right center field, a base hit. Man aboard, nobody out, 2-2. And Harbor pulls it on a hop at 3rd at Amick, and there's 2 on.
This one of those to me, either back up or block it up.
You know, the man in that uniform, nobody has more appearances in the history of Tennessee baseball than the left-hander, Kirby Connell.
He has a flyout and a strikeout so far and gets a roller up the middle at Moore. Flip to the bag, and that's it for the 1st out.
6 projected 1st-round picks that are playing in this year's College World Series. And Berkey, we got 2 of the best ones that we're going to see today.
For comeback Carolina. They've got D'Onofrio, who is speedy. The throw, the tag. They got him. 2 down. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Tennessee dodges danger.
All right, left-hander, Kirby Connell.
Saw Colby Backus on deck. At Vance Honeycutt. 1 away.
That was kind of lost in the shuffle.
Runner bluffs, and this one gets past Luke Stevenson. Locked in Omaha. Strikes out looking. So we're down to 7. Double elimination format within each bracket. And then Saturday starts the best of 3.
At least a 1-run game.
Bouncing ball up the middle and a base hit, Dean Curley. Backus scores and the lead is 4.
Boy, the freshman just continues to impress. The ability to get his hands inside the ball, look like a hanging slider. A pitch that's so easy to hook foul. And
North Carolina seemed to be walking everybody off, and it didn't change when they got here. Started things off with that. Tennessee did the same thing in the night game opening day.
Man aboard for Reese Chapman. Squares, runner goes. Stevenson's throw. Got it. Dean Curley asked Grady Smith where he got tagged.
Confirmed.
College World Series experience is so coveted.
At Cabarrus Tears.
It's a little bit different than the Marina Del Rey Marriott we were in.
Madera beats it out, and he's on. 1-2 pitch. Tears has it. 7 of the last. Ben Peterson fires.
Ball 4.
Stark
Ball.
against Padgett. Trusted guy.
Scoring position.
Ball.
Runner goes. Gas up the ladder at 95 on the 9th pitch, and Cam Padgett strikes out Cal Stark. Off the end of the bat to short. Wilkerson flips. Madera turns. The first game is important here in Omaha, and so is the second game. Told you about that throughout these first couple of days at the Chuck. Country and Campbell.
A lot of time to develop.
Defensive outfielder.
Ball 4.
And he walks. Bouncing ball up the middle. Curley for 2. There's Eric Church. Everyone wants a picture. Parks Harbor. First pitch swinging right at Curley. Time called ahead of an 0-1 from Cam Padgett because of that.
Ball.
That's down. Yes, he went around. And Blake Burke, who now like 3 or 4 times in these 2 games has had very competitive check swings.
Sound you hear right now is the Florida State fans saying, hold on, what?
Yeah. And this is the letter of the law. If you look at Rule 2 definitions, half swing, section 39, could have ended the game from Blake Burke. Florida State really thought that was going to end it.
Yeah, that's one of those 50-50 balls right there. Link Jarrett was not excited about that at all.
Ball 4.
4-pitch walk, Amick's on. Sharply hit right field, base hit, Dylan Dreiling. 8 teams arrived here as always at the College World Series in Florida State, Virginia, North Carolina, NC State out of the ACC. It's Carolina. Strike 3 called. Cabarrus Tears here in Omaha.
Haven't closed the deal.
That has started 2-0.
One of the best teams ever.
I don't think it's a coincidence. It's pulled down the right field line, a fair ball for Cabarrus Tears. Amick scores, and Cabarrus Tears stays hot.
4 hits here at the College World Series. Homer, triple, homer, double.
And now the second team with 4 players with 20-plus tanks in a season.
Ball.
Kellen Levy left. 1-2.
We got some sort of...
North Carolina's had comebacks in them. What do they got today? As Anthony D'Onofrio grounds one at Christian Moore. Wow!
May see that one a few more times tonight.
That was kind of smooth on both ends right there,
It was
KP.
way smooth on both ends. Yeah, I think Carolina's going to just make sure that...
Watch him change his momentum, slide to the outside of the base here.
Confirmed.
3-2. Dean Curley. 2 got on a payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4. In the air, center field at Backus. And Tennessee is 2-0 to start out in Omaha for the first time.
You know, I wouldn't be here without, you know, the man upstairs, and just being able to trust in him, trusting the coaches, trusting the teammates, and us just building a relationship from day one.